Hey Cancer, this is a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Please bear in mind it's a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with your particular circumstance or situation. So take what does, and just throw out the rest. If your sun sign doesn't resonate, since I'm reading, do look at your moon sign, excuse me, sign, rising sign, or Venus sign. Okay. Right, Six of Swords. Okay. Two cups. Recent past. Six of Swords. Recent past. Okay, your current issue, Cancer, is the Six of Pentacles. So that's good things coming in. This is about your stability. This is about you receiving receiving abundance from the universe. And it doesn't have to be financial abundance. It doesn't have to be financial. It can be, other kinds of abundance in your life. Now the moon is crossing this, so there's things you possibly don't know about. We've just had the full supermoon in Scorpio. So things could have been, and also this card represents you, Cancer. And you might have been affected by that Scorpio supermoon, and you might have noticed things being revealed to you, things coming up to the surface during that. It was the 26th, I believe. It was the 26th of April. The supermoon energy might have, being a water sign, you might have found yourself being particularly sort of maybe a little bit emotionally off balance as well, or that you had some revelations, things that you perhaps haven't seen or revealed to you, or have been revealed to you recently, or what could be, you could have been affected, and your emotions could have been running high recently, and this could be linked to your your abundance. Perhaps you've been receiving a lot recently, and from even possibly unknown sources, or things that you hadn't seen coming. Now death and rebirth is your ideal energy at the moment. So it could be, I'm thinking here, I'm feeling here, Cancer, that you could have been going through quite a transformation recently. You could have been closing out chapters, old cycles, old chapters, old habits, things maybe from your past. Maybe you've been changing things, doing things differently. Perhaps you have been in a position where you've had to sort of, close some chapters, open the door to some new ones. And I think this is very much linked to you looking at what's out there. Perhaps you've been in a place of, you could have gone to address your emotions. With the moon card here, Cancer, you could have been addressing your emotions and your emotional needs as well. With regards to your personal stability, maybe your emotions recently also were off balance. You needed to address some emotional issues, or whatever happened here, whatever you have, maybe it's been revealed to you, maybe has impacted your stability. You've come, or you could well be still going through some kind of transformation, closing doors on the old, opening doors up to the new. And this is about you looking at what is out there for you, looking at a new future perhaps too, looking at where are you going from here, questioning perhaps where you're going from here. you know, also this card, the Two of Wands, is fire energy associated with Sagittarius, and it could be travel. You could be looking at travelling away, moving, taking a journey, having ideas, looking at, you know, the possibilities that are out there for you. And this could be because you've maybe closed some cycles, ended things, maybe you've been tying up loose ends, you know, as I said, closing chapters and looking at what is ahead of you, having an idea perhaps of what is ahead of you. And this could involve going somewhere differently, it could be moving, it could be going into another direction. You see how this character has sort of put that one of these staves behind her. You know, that's like the past, and she's looking with a vision of the future. And letting go. Letting go, and perhaps having seen yourself, or having been in your recent past going through some quite sort of turbulent things. And this is most likely as a result of closing things out, deciding to close out cycles, begin new cycles, which it can be daunting because, you know, where the Two of Wands doesn't tell you where you're going, but the Two of Wands gives you an indication that there's change ahead and you're going to perhaps explore new territories that might be foreign to you in some way or another. It could literally mean foreign travel as well. But you have had to unstick yourself. You could have found yourself, you know, going through difficulties in the recent past, and also not allowing yourself to be swayed by other people's opinions, by other people's ideas, not allowing yourself to feel all at sea, confused, a little bit unsure. And this is energy that you could have come out of this sense of not being very sure about where you were going, feeling like other people might have even been pulling the reins for you, and not having a certainty. This Six of Swords is about uncertainty, turbulence. Perhaps there's been some recent turbulence as well that you've gone through, especially with this Scorpio supermoon, which could have made you feel a little bit, could have made you feel a little bit unbalanced. But you have the Two of Cups, you know, as a result of what you've been through, Cancer, because you've been through some things, you've gone through a transformation. You could well be in the process of even, you know, still going through that, and you're looking for your Two of Cups. You're looking for equal give and take. You're looking to come out of, you know, maybe worry and fear as well. Perhaps in your recent past you were worrying about things and feeling fearful of what's, you know, coming up next. Two of Wands. And Two of Cups is about you want reciprocity in your life, in your relationships. You want equal give and take. You're looking for perhaps a partnership. You're looking for something where there's balance. And this could be coming up for you because you've let go of things, you've been through a transformation, you could have had to address some things that were hidden. They could have even been deep-seated emotions that perhaps came up to the surface recently that you've had to address, that you've had to understand, perhaps also do some releasing. These could be, emotional responses to things that are linked with, feeling unsure of where you're standing, of where you're going. Now, with the Page of Wands, there's a sense of freedom. Your attitude in general to everything at the moment, there's a sense of freedom, there's a sense of you taking action, more action in your life, taking a step, a step to perhaps your own personal freedom, however that resonates. To your, also understanding that it's up to you. You are the CEO of your life. You are the creator, you're a co-creator, you can go after what you want. But whatever you've been through, you're coming through here as having freedom, personal freedom to make choices. You know, not being dictated to by others, not being too concerned about other people's opinions. You know, with the Four of Swords, this could be people around you. You could be noticing this energy of people in your environment, that they could be doing something where they're having to reflect, having to spend some time going within, having to get back to you. The Four of Swords is getting back to you. It's also about taking some repose, taking some quiet time, taking time to reflect. Now this could be you, this could be the environment you're in, this could be because of your environment that you're in. You are wanting to take a step back from, perhaps there's been drama here, perhaps there's been a bit of chaos, perhaps there's been a sense of you not being able to feel that you could take the reins, you know, take control back. You might have felt that you lost control of things, or you could have been a bit plagued by secrets, things you're not certain of, not knowing outcomes, not knowing things beneath the surface, and I feel that these are emotional things that you've had to address. Yeah, Three of Wands. You're very sure in your hopes and fears. This is your hope and your fear here, and it's about going into, you know, moving forwards, taking that. This is fire energy. This is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is representing you having the the tools, the energy, the passion, the enthusiasm and the inspiration to move forwards and to take a direction that's going to bring you ultimate happiness. The Sun card here. You know that your freedom to choose, your freedom to create, your freedom to live your life as you know, in a way that makes you happy. And with all this Wands energy here, it's 4 fire cards here. It is about your enthusiasm, and it is about you believing in yourself as well. Chapters closing, new doors opening. Not quite sure, perhaps, possibly what direction you're heading in, but you've stopped allowing perhaps other people to become, you know, to have too much influence as well. Taking the reins back, taking control back. Sun, and moving towards your happiness, you know, to the things that make you happy. And you could have recently, Cancer, gone through, you know, cleared up some emotions, maybe emotional pain, maybe things that you needed to address and heal. And in doing that, it's given you a lot more of a sense of optimism, sense of happiness. You know, perhaps you've dropped a few things that weren't serving your highest good. And you're looking, it's like you're looking for adventure again. You want to be adventurous again. You want to go and see perhaps different things, meet different people. Get your priorities as well in order. You're being advised to choose your path with the direction guardian here, and this is possibly, you know, you choosing a path. Perhaps you're a bit unsure. Perhaps the Moon card here, you're a little bit unsure. You feel a little bit of doubt, possibility. And, you know, with this Two of Wands, you are making choice. You're having to make a choice. Yeah, trust in the high forces. Trust in the high forces. I think you're yeah. Yeah, and protect yourself more. Protect yourself. Surround yourself with protective energy. Black tourmaline is a good protective stone. Also, dragon's blood. Dragon's blood is a really nice. It's an oil, kind of a resin oil, which you can burn in a in an oil burner, and that will up your spiritual protection. If you felt like you've been under any kind of spiritual attacks recently, get some dragon's blood, wear some black tourmaline, and trust in the unknown, because the thing is, it seems very much, Cancer, that this is the unknown. Where you're going next is the unknown. And that could have been the reason why you have had some feelings of uncertainty, having closing chapters, new doors opening. Then, of course, trust in the unknown. We're not supposed to know the future, but you can pay attention to guidance, open yourself up to that. Trust in the unknown, trust that the outcome is the Sun card, trust the outcome is happiness and joy, trust the outcome is going to be good. But I feel as if there's a choice to make, and you have, exchange energy to create abundance. This could be Cancer working with a new set of people. This could be you could be benefiting more. Pentacles here, Six of Pentacles. Your abundance could be increasing through you exchanging energy to create that. Your colleagues, the people you work with, could be bringing you, more abundance in your life right now. So it's important to include others, and you work with others, other people who who inspire you and who you gel with, and it could be new work placement that you're having. You could be starting a new job, you could be starting a whole new venture here, or other creative projects. So embrace, keep dreaming, be the dreamer of your dreams, dare to dream, embrace your true purpose, and begin the new adventure that you're seemingly on the verge of walking into. Embrace that new adventure, even though you don't know what it might be at this point. But be open to new adventures and trust yourself. Embrace your purpose. Trust the process. Trust yourself. Take opportunities, adventures. You have freedom here. You have choices for starting new things. You have the enthusiasm. You have surfboarding. Maybe take up paddleboarding, surfboarding, or do something that could be water-based sport, or find something that ignites your passion, that try something new that perhaps you've never done before, that might be a daunting idea, but you never know until you try. Get back into that get your mojo back on, get back into that sort of passionate energy to accept the new, to welcome in new adventure. Yes, it can be daunting, especially if you're ending cycles and starting new cycles, and not knowing, not having a knowing, a clarity even. And so do the right thing for the right reasons. Now, you might be stuck between traditional versus new approaches, because you might have been doing the same thing. You might have been traditionally out of tradition, or just consistently doing the same thing. And you might be finding that's not working for you. So so compare, you know, what you traditionally do, what you're used to doing, with the new approaches, and to see which works for you. Also, you might be seeking a more spiritually minded community at the moment. You might be wanting more kind of like-minded. You might be wanting to, you know, explore your options, meet new people. There's, you know, random meetings too. You know, make chance essential, said Paul Clay, the artist. Make chance essential, because you can just meet somebody very randomly, you know, while you're shopping, while you're out, while you're at work, who could, you know, have a positive impact on you. These aren't chance meetings. These are, well, they're chance, but they are usually significant. So it, you know, just exchange numbers. You might find you want to, you know, that person is there, has been placed there at that moment to be, you know, in your life, who could offer you some, you know, could enhance your life, and you could, you know, vice versa. And you know, don't be afraid to, you know, pick up that phone, exchange numbers. You might be growing out of an old friend set, and in a place where you want to engage with a different sort of with different people that you know, will make things feel more fresh for you, will make things seem, you know, more fun. People who connect with you on the same level, spiritual, perhaps people who are, you know, more spiritual, more enlightened. And open your heart to love. Now, Cancer, you could have come out of something, and you're looking for something new. But open your heart to love. If you felt closed off, Cancer, recently, and that could be due to, you know, something that could have ended, or something that didn't work for you, and this could be, it's the general readings. It could relate to work, it could relate to relationships, it could relate to anything. But don't close off, because there's, you know, there's a new thing coming in for you, the beginning of a new relationship, possibly the rebirth of an old one, or a current one. And your psychic abilities should be, right now, becoming stronger now. Solar plexus. So if this is the case and you need help, yellow is a great colour for enhancing psychic abilities. Citrine is a good stone to wear for that, and also lemon juice, lemon water. But yeah, open up again, Cancer. Yeah, and there's some good news coming. Good news coming because of good choices you've been making. Bring you rewards, and it could be the good choices you've been making. Why you have the Six of Pentacles is your issue, that you're, you know, things are working in your favour. Now there might also be some success in public recognition as well, because of the work you've been doing on yourself. Look for some romance angels to see about your romantic life, because it's looking very promising. You know, you're being advised to open your heart up again, and there's good news coming because of all the, you know, good choices that you've been making. You have, I think, reconciliation here. No, past life relationship. So, you know, you might have met someone new, Cancer, and this could be, you know, a familiar situation, past life relationship. You know, a feeling that you've known each other before. Yeah, and let go of control issues. So allow, there's a love interest here that, you know, whoever you're thinking of, you're being advised to allow the situation to unfold naturally. Don't force it. Let go of control issues. You could be a bit closed off. Yeah. And stay optimistic. So, you know, you could have been Cancer. There could have been something that, you know, you might have undergone some kind of pain, emotional pain, from something from a previous relationship, from some situation where, you know, might still be residual pain, but stay optimistic about your love life. Stay positive. You know, your positivity will bring you, you know, 2 of Cups, partner, equal give and take, reciprocity, and it could be Cancer that you haven't had that, or something in your past, it wasn't reciprocated, it wasn't balanced. But you have to stay open-minded. Stay open-minded, because, you know, sometimes you could meet someone who isn't your kind of usual type, if you know that expression, your usual type, and then, you know, that can throw you off, throw you loop a little bit. But keep positive. You also have the engagement card. So your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. If you let go of control issues, if you stay positive and optimistic, because if you stay in a negative mindset, oh, you know, I won't find equal give and take, I won't have my 2 of Cups, that kind of negative thinking, then of course you won't be able to attract that. So stay positive. You know, spring, summer's coming up. Time to get out and about, meet new people. You might be surprised. You know, you might be very surprised. Or if you're in an existing relationship, then stay optimistic. You could be going through something a bit rocky. In that case, you're being advised to stay optimistic. Definitely let go of control issues, and allow things to unfold naturally. Yeah, align your life. So is there anything, Cancer, that's not aligned? You're feeling a bit fragmented, and that could be because you still haven't closed. You might be still closing out old cycles, and this could be proving to be a bit difficult to regain your balance, to feel that you're starting again. The feeling that you could be, you know, beginning again, you know, a new chapter. Are there things from your past that you need to be considering letting go of? You know, are you still trailing some, you know, things from your past behind you? Maybe you need to consider, you know, having a clear out. Ask yourself why you keep certain things. If you keep things, you know, that you don't need, perhaps a refresh. Clean and sage your house. Work out William Morris, the designer, the craftsman. Keeping when you go through items, keep nothing in your home that you that you believe, no, that you believe is, keep nothing in your home that you believe is either beautiful or useful. So if you're having a clear out, think about items. Is it beautiful and or useful? You know, do you use that? You know, do you have far too much of something and find that you never use of half of it? You know, ask those questions. Is it beautiful? Is it useful? Either or both. Some things are beautiful and useful. Some things are simply beautiful aesthetic things that you like in your home, and some things are merely useful. So consider, keep nothing that doesn't resonate with beauty or usefulness, and that's a really good way to clear, because it's easy, we hang on to things, we can do, and it's not a good place to get into too do your possessions, do you own your possessions, excuse me, do you own your possessions, or do your possessions own you? Um, to think about. And yoga and exercise, you need to look after your self-care, more self-care. So to bring more peace of mind to any given situation, cancer, yoga, focus on your well-being, focus on anything you need to remove from your life that isn't for your highest good. And it could be that you need some time out because you've been so busy taking care of everyone's needs. Now, Cancer, you are the paternal sign of the zodiac, so it's not unusual for you to be taking care of other people and forgetting yourself. But it really is time for you to perhaps focus more on you, your self-care. Look at your boundaries, question your boundaries. Who do you need stronger boundaries? Do you need to pull back your energy and focus on you and focus on your well-being? That's more important than anything else. And it's safe for you to be powerful because you know how to be in a loving way, which does benefit, yourself and other people. So, consider that. If you're depleted, if you're feeling that you need time out because you need to take care of your needs, and just forget about other people's needs for a bit, if that's a possibility, just consider yours. Can't pour from an empty cup. Yeah. Be your own CEO of your life. You are allowed to say no to people. Say, not today. No, focusing on me. Sorry. Bye. And do think in a loving way. You will benefit. Stay humble. Try to consider going gently through your day. Of course, if you're not having enough time for yourself, if you're not having enough self-care, and you get irritated, irritable, this is a very typical symptom of not having enough time for yourself and not having enough self-care. You can find yourself becoming irritated as well. Check, are you eating enough? Are you eating? Are you so busy that you're forgetting to eat? Are you so busy that you're forgetting your own needs? Think about that. Think about how you interact with, say, your colleagues, people that you work with, or people, your family members. Think about, if you're able to be, loving towards them. Well, if you're not loving towards yourself, you're not going to be loving towards other people. It's not rocket science. Energetic upgrades, yeah. So you might be coming out of this transformation, going through understanding the moon again. So you could be also dreaming. You could be having vivid, intense dreams, which is about your soul, your mind, your body, mind, soul integrating energetically, upgrades. You could be receiving downloads, messages, more things, number synchronicities, that kind of thing. And your guidance is divinely guided. So that's why don't force anything. Let things unfold naturally. If you're between, one foot in your past or 1 foot in your future, if you feel that you're on the cusp of starting something new, and that can feel ungrounding, of course, consider yoga to ground yourself. Consider meditation. Consider going out to nature more. Consider all these grounding techniques that you can apply. Especially if there is if changes in your life right now are making you feel a little bit unstable, because they can do that, especially when you are about to, move into perhaps make a choice, move into a different direction, do things differently, even travel, going somewhere different, maybe even moving. That can make you feel, for anyone feel, not just you, Cancer, but anybody can feel ungrounded, in these situations. So do take more care, more self-care, ground yourself more, perhaps journal, if you have particularly vivid dreams and they're becoming quite sort of intense. Perhaps you should journal them, write them, understand them, and there's nothing sexier than my authentic truth. So be real with you, be real with other people. You don't have to fib your way out of any given situation. You can be honest, direct, real, stand in your power, make sure your boundaries are well established. Don't allow other people to, 1 meter. 1 meter is close enough sometimes. You don't. You might be in demand, and maybe you might be Cancer. A lot of people want to be around you because of your good energy, and you're going to have to, be discerning in how much energy, you can expend. But I think it looks like you need a little bit of rest, time out. Go and do something really nice for you. Go and do something that you really, really enjoy, that makes you feel happy, some card here, that makes you feel inspired, 3 of Wands, that makes, your freedom, Page of Wands, things that, that give you a sense of happiness and well-being. And maybe you can start something, do something differently, perhaps something you haven't done before. Go and try something new. And you might be getting downloads, you might be getting nudges. Your friend circle might be inviting you to do different things you haven't done before. So take those opportunities and invitations at the moment, Cancer. Take them. And you might be noticing that you have more spiritual gifts and the ability to counsel other people and help them with their spiritual gifts. And this could be, part of your mission, and that could be something new, and that could be something that is unfamiliar, which is a bit foreign to you. That could be, that could be something, and so therefore it is essential that you make sure you have enough time for yourself, that you have enough time to relax, that it's not all sort of go, work. And wanting to be with a community of more spiritually minded people. Watch out for that, because you might, as I said, have a chance encounter with somebody who is there for a reason, perhaps to help you develop your spiritual gifts. Somebody who's on that sort of same level as you. So you need to take immediate action. There is a challenge here, and it could be as simple as it could be a choice that you have to make, and that choice could be that you're still not sure, you don't know exactly where you're going. You could be on the edge of something, about to start something new, and you're not entirely sure of the direction you're going into. So have trust and have faith. You could be faced with that challenge right now, which you will manage. There could be a passionate new relationship coming in for you here. Somebody self-confident, passionate, even a little bit restless. Don't let that, if you're dealing with any restless energy, or somebody who is a bit restless around you, breathe, relax. Because restlessness can be often nervousness. Restlessness could be sometimes, the behaviour of somebody who wants to move too fast, or is a restless person. Don't let that knock you off. You might be restless at the moment, Cancer. It's not this. your energy might be restless. And whichever challenge you're being faced with, you can manage it. There could be some negative self-talk here. You could be telling yourself that you don't think you can manage it, and this challenge that you're being presented with might be quite large, or bigger than a challenge you might have had in recent years or recent months. And it can, it can make you feel a bit, as I said, it's daunting. It could be daunting. So that's why it's really important to get into some form of meditation, yoga, Pilates, getting out to nature, even doing meditation and yoga outside. Now, here in the UK it's warmer, and that could work for you. Or get near a body of water as well, where you can ground yourself, because you're going to choose an amazing life. That's your affirmation. I choose an amazing life. So whatever you might have been through that didn't feel that amazing, you're looking to make a choice here with the Two of Wands here. You're looking to make a choice. And your creative energy knows no limits. There are no limitations. You're powerful. You love yourself. I love myself. If you have to remind yourself often, write it down. Somewhere that you can see it often. I love myself. I think on my Instagram page I have an image of a drawing of a woman writing on a wall. Writing graffiti. I love myself. Because you are the most important person in your life. Without question. Yeah. And don't fucking force it. So allowing things to unfold, allowing things to go, don't fucking force it. Allow that shit to come to you. Affirmations. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to seek. You find. You don't have to go searching or seeking. Whatever is meant for you comes to you. You don't have to go out there forcing anything. Just keep positive in your affirmations, and allow things to come to you. I read something a long time ago. That caught my attention probably 20 years ago, and it said, be still in your room and everything will come to you. I think it was, be still in your room and everything will come to you. Be still, that's have faith, believe. Be still, don't become a headless chicken. Don't go searching. Don't go seeking. Things will find you. The right people will find you at the right time. Your abundance is happening because you have done some inner work. Yeah. And be discerning too. If you think someone's lying or giving you a whole load of, spiel, trust your instinct, because some people can paint a pretty picture, can't they? Make you believe things, and watch people's actions. Actions speak louder than words. School motto. Actions speak louder than words. So words can be pretty not always genuine. So observe people's actions towards you. Observe more. That people want to ride on your coattails, or that people who genuinely got your back. The people in your life because they love you, or people in your life who just want a piece of you. Be discerning. With your good energy. It's time to stop caring too much about other people and care more for yourself. spend some time on you, take some care of yourself. Ask yourself, you know, what it is you're wanting. Manifest those things by making positive affirmations. Yeah, and the energy of the universe. The energy of the universe is very powerful too, you know, as we know. So yeah, so you're spiritually protected. You and your loved one. So don't worry. As I said, dragon's blood is a really good oil to burn if you're feeling under any kind of spiritual attacks. If you feel you need to up your spiritual protection. You're safe, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe, you're safe and protected, you're safe and protected. So yeah, don't force anything, let things unfold naturally, keep positive, especially, you know, to do with your romantic life, keep positive, you know, keep your heart, open your heart. Ooh, and that's relevance. Let's have a look. Okay, divine passion. So yeah, be honest with yourself and other people. You know, you don't have to, you know, you be honest with yourself and other people, and they'll respect that. They'll respect your being real with them more than, you know, if you're trying to get out something sideways. You know, just be honest with yourself and what's your heart's true desire. Ask yourself. I believe you need to spend some time with yourself, grounding yourself, get away from the madding crowd for a little bit. That could really, really help you.